and video on. I see, sir, you can also put your video on. Your New Year message we will take.
Yeah, sure.
So, sir, it's 3, 2, 1. Over to you, sir.
Good morning, all, and welcome to Life Pharma Coalition, a global knowledge and networking platform. At the onset, today being the first day, first show for year 2023, we, on behalf of Life Pharma Coalition, wish you and your family very, very happy, healthy, and prosperous New Year 2023. New Year brings lot of hope, aspirations, energy, and the goal to achieve. So we wish that all your dreams come true in the year 2023. Not only that, we thank each one of you for your support in 2022, where we achieved a lot of milestones and we are surging ahead to achieve greater milestone in Life Pharma Coalition in the year 2023. And today's episode, being the first day, first show, is something unique. Before going to the session, I would like to show you a brief overview of Life Pharma Coalition, a global knowledge and networking platform. Wish you and your family very happy and prosperous New Year. Life Pharma Coalition, as you know, 2022 was a memorable year for us as we received Pharma Ratna Universe Award on Healthcare Webinar of the Year. We are thankful to each one of you for your support, and we are also grateful to our executive team who is continuously supporting us, our mentors and advisors who are the guiding force behind the success of Life Pharma Coalition. And also, we cherish the moment of 3 grand conclave in 2022. LPC 100, LPC 125, and LPC 3.0 conclave. And as we mentioned earlier also, today we take this opportunity to announce the LPC 150 conclave in the city of Nawab, that is Hyderabad, on Sunday, 5th March 2023. LPC 150 episode, 150 glorious episodes of learning and development is going to have a greater, better, and brighter episodes with a lot of celebration and grand celebration. So we request you all to block your date, Sunday, 5th March 2023, and wait for the further announcement for the venue and all details. This will have a big conclave of pharma manufacturing, marketing, sales, HR, R&D, supply chain professionals and students. And we are thankful to Imagica Health for their continuous support in live streaming our sessions. And also today's episode, LPC 141 leadership, is going to have 2 eminent speakers who are subject matter expert in their field. Mr. Nitin Patil, positive energy influencer from Utang Bharati Training Academy, and he's going to share with us Surge Ahead in 2023. And Dr. Bhim Rao Jadhav, Head of R&D India's Life Sciences, who will share with us R&D process. And with me, I have Mr. Arpan Kumar Paul, Founder Director, Pharma Story Consulting, as a moderator. So we look forward to your support. And with this, I request our core team member, Mr. ICS Verma, to share his view on New Year. ICS, sir.
Thank you. And first of all, welcome all the LPC lovers and LPC mentors and students to Life Pharma Coalition, the leadership session. And this is the first day of the first day of the 2023. And we definitely hope that you're all going to support the way you supported us. And wishing all the best, Team LPC and the entire pharma industry, the Indian and global pharma industry. Thank you
very much,
thank
sir.
you, Yashwant. Over
Thank
to
you very much, sir. Now I hand over session to Mr. Arpan Kumar Paul for the further proceedings. Arpan.
Yeah, thank you so much, Yashwant sir, and thank you, ICS sir, for such a warm New Year message. So, good morning, friends. In fact, a new year means infinite possibilities and unlimited opportunities. So, 2023, the year itself has got something like infinite possibilities, because 2023, we are slowly progressing towards the increase number. The last number is the greatest, that is 3. So, we are in a progressive journey. So, it is said that our destiny is not created by the shoes we wear, but by the steps we take. And LPC has walked 141 steps towards learning and development. And these steps have marked the increase of knowledge, the increase of experience, and the increase of learning for the pharma professionals, not only within the country, but across the globe. LPC has just become like a beautiful fragrance which is spread in one corner of a room, and the beautiful fragrance is experienced and enjoyed by everybody across. Well, it is said that a glass is half full and glass is half empty, which says the negativity or the positivity of a person. But I think that a glass is totally full, even if people say it is half full, because half it is filled up with finite possibilities and the remaining half with infinite opportunities. Let us think of a hot water in which we put a potato and an egg. So in case we put an egg, it hardens the egg. But that same boiling water, if we put a potato, it will soften the potato. But the third case is that if we put some coffee beans into it, it is going to change the environment. So let us spread our learning in such a way that it is going to change the entire environment that in which we live, and it is going to change the thinking of people, because learning is caring, and caring, that is why we are sharing. And every Sunday has become such a wonderful learn day for all of us. So let us take this endeavor of LPC forward into 2023 and make the Sundays extremely meaningful to all of us, so that we can carry our knowledge forward. Let us not be like a tree which is stagnant all the lifetime. Let us be like a river which is constantly moving through all the different places and spreading the learning and knowledge to each and everyone. Today, we are really blessed to have two wonderful speakers with us on the first session of LPC. So the first, we have Mr. Nitin Patil. The best part about him is that he is a positive energy influencer. And whenever he goes, he radiates a lot of energy. And that energy, I tell you, it is very infectious, because it takes everybody into its fold. And he is basically the founder of Uttung Bharati Training Academy. And today, as the first day of the new year, he's going to speak about Surge Ahead in 2023. So now I will ask Mr. Nitin Patil to give a 1-minute brief about what he has to discuss today. Nitinji, over to you.
Yes. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much, Yashwant sir. Thank you so much, Arpan sir. Thank you so much, ICS Verma sir. Thank you so much, Bhimrao sir, and all the people on the screen. Thank you so much. Happy New Year to all of you. Friends, I'm here to share how you will surge ahead in 2023. Here, I'm going to share you few formulas which will take you to the height of success in this year, 2023. So tune in.
Fantastic. We are looking forward to your session, Nitinji, and I am sure today's session is also going to spread that positive energy that you so well radiate among the people. And I am very sure that it is going to become more contagious than COVID. So wishing you all the best. Next, I'll come over to Bhim Rao, sir. Sir, a 1-minute brief about what you have got for us today. Over to you. Unmute your mic. Mute.
Yeah.
Please unmute your mic, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I hope it's clear.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, please
clear, sir.
continue.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Yashwanji and Arpanji, for giving me an opportunity to speak. I will be focusing on the formulation development process for the generics.
Thank you, sir. Thank
Great.
you very much.
Great, sir. So we are looking forward to your presentation because generally we don't have too many people who are going to speak on research and development. We have more on the marketing portfolio, the production portfolio, as well as the training and development portfolio. But something that you are bringing today on the first day of the new year is definitely going to be something unique, something exclusive that we are going to present to our audience today. So a small word to our audience, please don't go anywhere, because today's session is definitely going to be really mind-boggling and we are going to learn a lot from the two speakers of ours. So now I will introduce our first speaker, Mr. Nitin Patil. So we know about him because he has been a regular part of LPC and he is a part of the core team as well. So Mr. Nitin Baburai Rao Patil, he is an academic pharmacist and has got 32 years of pharmaceutical experience. That is over 3 decades. And he has worked as a trainer for 16 years and has trained thousands of executives to achieve their goals through strategic marketing plans. He was the head of the Department of Product Management team and has handled over 600 sales professionals. He has launched 50 new brands for ophthalmology company. Now he is the founder of Utung Bharti Training Academy. And as I already said, he is a positive energy influencer, a motivational speaker, an author, a writer, and a social activist, as we see him on different social platforms on Facebook, where he is always radiating that energy to one and all. And he has also authored a book named Surge Ahead. And he is also into writing motivational articles on newspaper. So a big round of applause for Mr. Nitin Patil. And the next part of the session is from him. So Nitin sir, it's all over to you so that you can motivate us, inspire us through your surge ahead in 2023. Over to you, sir.
Yes. मंजिल तो मिल जाएगी भटकते भटकते ही सही. मंजिल तो मिल जाएगी भटकते भटकते ही सही. गुमराह तो वो है जो घर से निकला ही नहीं.
Wow, 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 wow.
Friends, everyone on this planet should know his manzil, should know his goal, should know his purpose. And if you are thorough with your goal, your purpose of your life, then your life becomes meaningful. And what is a great day to start 2023. We have entered and everyone has to surge ahead with this 2023 with positive attitude. Friends, whatever has happened on this planet, it happens because of thinking. So whatever you think, it happens in our life. So thinking is the biggest thing on this planet, I say. And the most powerful thing on this planet is brain. Because whatever has happened on this planet is because of thinking. Somebody has thought of creating aeroplane, it has happened. Somebody has thought of creating bulb, it has happened. So like Microsoft or internet, Zoom, email, Instagram, social media advancement has happened because of what? It's because of thinking. So change your thinking and change your life. So today I am going to share you few formulas which will help you to surge ahead in 2024. As you say, first of all, the thoughts comes in our mind. And see the circle, right? These thoughts converts into words. Words converts into action. Action converts into habits. Habits convert into character. And whatever your character is, you get the same result. So my friend, if you have positive thoughts, your words will be positive. If your words are positive, your action will be positive. If your actions are positive, your habits will be positive. And if your habits are positive, your character will be positive. And if your character is positive, you will get in your life positive results only. So from today onwards, my message to all of you is start thinking positively. Have that positive attitude all the time. Okay? Every day, every hour, every minute, every second, every week, every month, every year, year after year, you have to think just positive things. You know, my friends, in a day, there are 60,000 thoughts come in our mind, and most of them are negative. So what we have to do in 2020-23 is throw away these negative thoughts from your life, from your mind, and allow those positive thoughts to sink in your body, mind, and soul. And you will see the changes happening in your life like magic. Because every difficult situation, problematic situation, challenging situation, if you are thinking that it is not a problem, but it is an opportunity for me to overcome this. And once, only once, if you will overcome all these challenges, it will have a chain of successful things happening in your life. So everything happens in the life is because of the action. So today I'm going to share with all of you a formula of action. You know, how you will remain positive and how you will be successful and how you will surge in 2023. So what is the spelling of action? ACTION. Okay. I will now tell you the full form of action. First letter, alphabet. A. A means act. If you take any work in your hand, you have to act. There is no other way on this planet to achieve anything in this life, on this planet, is act. You have to act. You have to start. You have to begin to take that work in your hand. Second letter, C. C means consistency. Once you have taken the action, you have to be consistent in your action for a day, for a week, for a month, for a year, year after year, and you will see the magic happening in your life. You know, T. T means train yourself. My friends, because of this technical advancement, everyone is not competing with the local counterparts. Your competition is become world centric. Because of Zoom, because of social media, the world has come so close that you are competing with the world now. And to compete with the world, you have to be absolutely trained in everything on this planet. You know, whatever field you are, you have to upgrade your skills. You have to train yourself according to the trends happening currently. You know, you have to upgrade it. And once you will upgrade, you will have that positive attitude in you. You will be confident and you will surge ahead in your life. Okay. Then I means innovation. As I rightly said, competition is fierce, tremendous. So to withstand this competition and to remain top on this competition, you have to do innovative things. You have to do innovation. There is no way, my friend. Do things differently. open your creative mind, be imaginative, think out of the box and present the same thing in a unique way, and you will see you are on the path of surging ahead in 2023. Then ACTIO, O means optimist. You know, in our life, we face lot of things, lot of challenges comes in our life. In any situation of your life, you have to be optimist. You have to be positive. So once if you act, act, C, have consistency, T, train yourself, I, be innovative, and O, if you are optimistic in every situation of your life, and you will become a new you. You will be a new version of yourself in 2023. And this new version, this new you will be confident, will be committed, will be courageous. So if you want to become committed, courageous, you have to apply this action formula from today itself. Not today itself. From this moment, from this second, you start applying this action formula and you will be surging ahead in your life. Then, friends, I said daily, weekly, monthly and yearly. So we will start with the day. See, the day comes in a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and Saturday. अब हम उसको हिंदी में बोलेंगे तो सोमवार, मंगलवार, बुधवार, गुरुवार, शुक्रवार, शनिवार और रविवार. तो देखिए दिस सोमवार, मंगलवार, these days gives us newer insights, and I'm going to share you these insights with all of you. First, सोमवार, it starts with S, means S. यानी this is the first day of the week. So you have to आपको सोचना है. सोचो, think what you have to do in the entire week. Make a plan. Okay, this is Monday. So then comes Mangalwar. Mangalwar means ma. Ma means man or mind. You have to keep a control on your mind. You have to be really very positive. Throw away negative thoughts from your mind. और आपको नेक्स्ट डे क्या करना है, that you have to think. Okay, then बुधवार, okay, means buddhi, means intelligence. Use your intelligence to upgrade yourself, train yourself, learn newer things. Okay, learn books, improve your buddhi, improve your intelligence. Okay. Then Guruvar means G, means गलत रास्ते में मत जाइए, गलत रास्ते में मत जाइए. ओके, और गर्व, कभी भी अपने लाइफ में गर्व मत कीजिए. ओके, then we will move into शुक्रवार. शुक्रवार starts with श. श means अपने ऊपर कभी भी शक नहीं करना, कभी भी शक नहीं करना. राइट, और believe in yourself, or say to yourself, I'm the best, I'm powerful, I'm fearless, I'm energetic, I'm enthusiastic, I'm healthy, I'm wealthy. ऐसा सोचो, अपने ऊपर शक मत करो. Always say, I'm awesome, I'm awesome, I'm awesome. Or you will have that positive energy flowing in your body, mind and soul, and that will reflect in the results only positively. Okay, then शनिवार. Okay, अगर आप सोमवार, मंगलवार, बुधवार, गुरुवार, शुक्रवार में जो बोला गया है, whatever I said, आप शनिवार को शानदार जीत की तरफ बढ़ेंगे. ओके, आप शानदार जीत पाएंगे, ये मेरा दावा है, मैं दावे से कह सकता हूं. अगर आप ये एक्शन फॉर्मूला यूज करो और जो ये वीकडेज आपको सीख दे रही है, अगर आप ये करेंगे तो आपकी शानदार जीत पक्की, समझो, शानदार जीत पक्की. और रविवार, Ravivar any R. Okay, it's time to relax. Okay, rest, and it's time for introspection. Whatever we have done in the entire week, from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we have to introspect. हम लोग ने क्या किया, हम लोग ने क्या अचीव किया, निगेटिव पॉइंट्स क्या थे, पॉजिटिव पॉइंट्स क्या थे, नोट डाउन करो। और नेक्स्ट वीक में जितने भी निगेटिव पॉइंट्स है वो वापस रिपीट नहीं होने चाहिए। ओके, और पॉजिटिव थिंग्स हमेशा आप कंटिन्यू करते रहिए। तो माय फ्रेंड्स, this is the way you can surge ahead in 2023. तो मैं एक शेर के साथ में मेरे जो ये मैं बात कर रहा हूं आपसे, इसको कंक्लूड करूंगा। सीढ़ियों की जरूरत उन्हें होती है जिन्हें छत तक जाना है। सीढ़ियों की जरूरत उन्हें होती है जिन्हें छत तक जाना है। मेरी मंजिल तो आसमां है, रास्ता मुझे खुद बनाना है। थैंक यू सो मच ऑल माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, विशिंग एवरीवन a very very happy new year, prosperous new year, actionable new year. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Nitin sir. That was really a positivity bomb wrapped with a lot of good things. And obviously the icing was the two beautiful things that you said about action and the days in the week. Well, I think there couldn't have been a better beginning to the first session of 2023 other than your positive thoughts sharing on this platform. In fact, I always believe that forget the yesterday, because it's a baggage that we are carrying for the next day, because today is a new day and today begins with something that we can always create and recreate. Instead of lamenting on whatever we did wrong yesterday, let us think on what we can do better today. And that is what every new day, every new month, and every new year brings to all of us. It's always a hope. It's always a positivity. It is always a new sunrise that brings in new hopes, that brings in new thoughts, new actions, so that we can be a better version of ourselves. In fact, that was a wonderful deliberation that you gave on a Surge Ahead 2023. And some of the important things that you said, the most important was the action, because the 6 letters that are there in this beautiful word, this has got 6 different interpretation. Because like A, you said, stands for act, because unless we act, we cannot do anything. If we remain asleep, nothing is going to happen to us, neither positive nor negative. Kuch nahi hone wala. So the first thing we need to act. The second is C. C stands for consistency, and there's always a saying that if we are consistent, we will get it, and if we are persistent, we will keep it. So definitely consistency is something we all want within ourselves, so that we can remain positive, we can do better as far as our professional development is concerned. The third letter you said is T, and T stands so synonymous for all of us, that is train. Unless we train, we cannot be a better version of ourselves. We cannot be an expert. So like somebody had told Jackie Chan that I know 500 different ways of kicking a person. But Jackie Chan said that I know one way in which I can do it 500 times. And that is what is known as training. If I can repeat the same action 500 times, and every time it is going to give the same result, that is what training is. And that is what makes us an expert. That is what makes us so adept to the situation we are in, to the field we are in. The fourth letter is I. And I is always something I really love. That is innovation. Because it is always said that yesterday's innovation is today's commonplace and it is tomorrow's obsolescence. So unless we innovate, we cannot be the best. And the world never gives cognizance to people who come second. They only know people who come first. So to be the first, to be the best, we need to constantly innovate and rediscover, redevelop ourselves to be the best version of ourselves. The fifth letter, that is O. O is so much synonymous with you, that is optimistic. We need to be very positive. We need to always see the brighter side of life. Because I remember one wonderful saying by Mr. Shiv Khera. He said that in life, you get a lot of lemons given to you, thrown across to you. Now it depends on you how you are going to use the lemons. You can make a lemonade out of it and enjoy the drink, or you can spray the lemon in your eyes and you can start crying. जिंदगी हमें काफी मौके देती है, पर ये अपने ऊपर निर्भर करती है कि उन मौकों का हम कैसे इस्तेमाल करते हैं. Some opportunities will make us, some opportunities will break us. So it all depends on our mindset, how we take the opportunity. So very well said, sir. O stands for be optimistic. And finally, N, that is be a new you. That means be a new version of yourself. And that is what 2023 gives to all of us. Try to be a better version, try to be a newer version of yourself in this wonderful new year. And finally, about the 7 days in a week that you so wonderfully said, Monday, first day of the week, you need to think what you are going. Don't be under the Monday blues. Many people after a Sunday are under the action of Monday blues. So no, Monday is to think what I'm going to do for the next 6 days. Tuesday, control your mind. Because agar हम लोग अपने दिमाग को कंट्रोल में नहीं रखे, so then we'll not be able to work out for the next 5 days. Wednesday, use intelligence. That is the most important thing that we can do. Thursday, don't do wrong things. Never do wrong things. Thursday. And Friday, don't doubt your abilities because you are awesome. You are the best. Only you can do it. Nobody else can. Saturday, if you have worked well for the earlier 5 days, victory will be yours. आपको हमेशा जीत मिलेगी अगर 5 दिन आपने ठीक तरह से काम किया. And Sunday, it is obviously a day to relax. And of course, keep your eyes on LPC. So that is what the 7 days are all about. So thank you so much, Nitin sir. This was definitely a rub of positivity to all of our audience and to us as well, so that we can do better for the next 364 days that are going to follow in this year. And it was really wonderful, sir, having you on us. And for the questions, we will wait for the next presentation. And it's over to Yashwant sir for the next part of the presentation. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Nitin Saheb and Arpan. It was a great show to kick-start our LPC episodes in 2023. We really thoroughly enjoyed the action. A lot of appreciation coming from Facebook and YouTube. Please stay tuned. We'll have some question answer after the second session. Some of the people who have appreciated Shivshankar Moria, Arumugam Arasan, Sudeep Bhaumik, Rahul Singh Gehlot, Sangeeta, then Shailesh Kadam, then Bhavik Patil, ICS Verma, Nasruddin Chisti. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you very much for your appreciation and good thought. We'll take the question after the second session. And second session is nothing than the innovation. As I in action stands for innovation, pharmaceutical is known for innovation. And today, Dr. Bhimrao Jadhav, sir, is going to share with us the R&D process. What are the different stage in drug development? We from pharma sales and marketing are champion in selling the drug, marketing the drug, marketing the medicine in with the doctors, with the hospitals and paramedical stuff. But he is going to share with us what are the different process of drug development. So Dr. Bhimrao Jadhav, having 18 years of experience in pharmaceuticals, education-wise, he has done M.Pharma and PhD. Not only that, he is the head of research and development from India's Life Sciences Private Limited. Out of his 18 years of career span, he has been heading research and development, contract research and development organization. Also, he has worked in Indico Remedies, Unichem Laboratories. He is having a lot of expertise and onus to his achievement, lot of INDA, ANDA approval, formulation development, technology transfer, and also IR, MR products. He is expertise into this, and a lot of national and international articles he has been published in national and international journals. So we are really thankful to Dr. V.K. Jadhav to accept our invite today and share his views on pharma research and development. So Dr. Jadhav, thank you very much. Over to you. I'm sharing your slides. Yes, sir.
Yeah, Yashwantji, good morning to all viewers as well as I'm thankful to Yashwantji for the giving me opportunity to present the topic to the audience. And what a excellent kickstart given by the Nitin sir. I mean, it cannot be a good kickstart for the new year than the Nitin Patil Sahab. And Arpan has been moderated it very well. And I think now it's time again to go back to the back end. Now, as you already narrated that you are working on the front end marketing and the selling, but what goes beyond the that front end marketing? So that part we are taking care of into the pharmaceutical industry, which is the research and development. And here I am going to present today the how the drugs are developed. So I am going to focus or talk about the process of drug development. Basically, that is into the generics. So the content or the topics today, what we are going to cover is the product identification, the literature, the formulation, pre-formulation studies, formulation development, technology transfer, and then the dossier. So in the first part, how the product is identified for the development. So in general, you know, whatever is the product having the value in the market, that will be only selected, or otherwise there is a motive that the need in the market. So either it is driven by the need into the market. Likewise, last 2 years, 3 years, what we have observed and witnessed that the drug development for the COVID was the center stage, and that was the need to develop the anti-COVID drugs. So similarly, likewise, that depends on the company's area of interest as well. Few companies, they are very much focused into the chronic therapies, while some in the acute therapies. Depends on the company's the vision, what molecules they want to select. So similarly, there is one motivation for that selection, that is their vision. Second is the value, what kind of market value the molecule is having. So those molecules are selected for the development. It comes usually from the business development or sales team, or the portfolio management or strategic development. So these people, they decide which molecule they want to develop for the coming years. And as you know that this molecule development is, if you look at the drug discovery phase, it takes around 5 to 10 years of span, and around 1,500 million to $1 billion in the expenditure to come one molecule successfully into the market. I mean, if you can imagine, if every company is working on the bringing the new molecules, how much time it is going to take, and the cost of those molecules, as you are aware that the cost of innovator products is too high. So here comes the generic industry for the rescue of the common people. So we produce the cost-effective, bioequivalent, and the quality products which are affordable to the common people as well. So here I'm going to focus on the how those generic products are developed. So when it comes to the products identification, selection, and then that is based on the market volume, value, as well as the IP, that is the intellectual property, the patents or the exclusivity of that particular product or molecule in that particular market. So normally after identifying the product, the portfolio team or business team, they evaluate those products, and the costing is done. And again, the timelines are decided in discussion with the entire stakeholder in the products. After that, the API quality, what kind of quality of API is required? Is it the DMF grade or US DMF, like European DMF, or the CEP grades, or then the quantities are calculated, the costing is done. Again, the similar is to be done for the reference listed drug product, which is called as innovator product or a comparator product in the different market. Then the project is given formally to the research and development department. So which is the formulation development department, you can say. And again, that constitute a formulation development team as well as the analytical development people. So the project is initiated, and then the entire project is handed over to the project management team. Here comes after the initiation of project, so licensing part comes into picture, that is the test license application. And sometimes whenever you have to import API from the outside India or any country for that matter, you can say, So you have to apply for the import permissions. Again, that can be for API as well as RLD. Yeah. Next slide. Yeah, thank you. Again, then formally project starts in the formulation R&D. It begins with the literature review, and literature review is done with the various databases like for US FDA, you can say the database is search for the approved drug product as well as patents listed in the Orange Book, and for the other markets, European markets, EMA website or databases, and for that matter, in UK, it is a UK MHRA. In South Africa, it's a SAFRA. Brazil, it's a NVISA, and the Australia, it is a TGA Australia. So these are the different databases, regulatory agencies databases, as well as you can get the literature from the various sources like online. You can search it. There are different publishers, the research articles, and then the patent databases like USPTA, eSpaceNet, WIPO. So you can gather the entire information from the different sources, and then you have to derive what is required for your project. It can be in terms of intellectual property, it can be in terms of the formulation development strategies, and in the exclusivity. Yeah. Then it comes in as a pre-formulation part where it happens before the formulation development. In that, what we do is the API selection. So APIs are from the different sources, those are evaluated, and then that is also based on the API quality, what kind of quality of API is required. As I earlier said, is it DMF grade, CEP grade, and then along with that, you also have to look into the IP evaluation, whether that patent exists for that particular API or when it is going to expire. And if it is a patent exists, then you have to have designed the non-infringing strategy. You have to source those APIs. Then you have to evaluate based on the COAs, and then you also get the drug master files open part from the API suppliers. Then you have to source for the standards, impurities, columns, chemicals, and the analytical method development happens after the API procurement. That is, if the supplier provides the analytical development, you have to verify if it is official into the pharmacopoeia. You can verify those methods. Then again, you have to look into the polymorphs, whether that API has different polymorphs and what is the impact of that polymorph. And if it is it also you have to consider if that polymorph is not considered in the patents as well as the particle size. And then you have to begin with the drug excipient compatibility, with which excipient's drug is stable. So that is the basis for the future development or the formulation development. Yes, please. Yeah. Then definitely you have to derive for any kind of thing, as you have some systematic plan. So you have to make a plan, that is a strategy for the formulation development. It gives the flow, what way you want to proceed for the formulation or dosage form development. Again, first of all, you have to re-engineer, or we call it as a reverse engineering of the innovator product or RLD. So you have to make the product which is the pharmaceutical is similar as well as bioequivalent. Again, you have to look into the formulation IP, whether that any intellectual property exists for that particular formulation, whatever the patents innovator has filed, is there any other patent, and what is the patent expiry period, or again, whether the exclusivity has been expired or not. And based on that, then you have to proceed for the development. Again, that comes as analytical method development for the dissolution, for the immediate release formulation, modified release formulation, or basically I can say the oral dosage forms as well as suspensions. For the semi-solid kind of dosage form, you have to develop method for the diffusions, and the conditions parameters you have to decide upon. Then it comes to the RLD characterization, because there should be something which you have to compare with, that is called as the reference product. So RLD, reference listed drugs, you have to characterize those reference listed drugs It can be assay, then related substances, as well as the multimedia dissolutions. And again, sometimes you have to charge those reference listed product onto stability as well. So because that forms the basis for the comparison, even it cannot be used for the submission purpose, but that is for your understanding. Yeah, please. Yeah, then comes the next part. It comes with the procurement of the raw materials, packaging materials, change parts. If is there any specialized equipment or instruments are required, so you have to make a procurement for the same. Then you have to select the different strategies, formulation development strategies. Likewise, dry granulation or the DC process, direct compression, or it can be a wet granulation. It can be with multiple options like RMG or fluid bed processor. There can be different granulation process or dry granulation like a roller compactor. So based on the characteristics of a molecule and the stability of molecule, you have to select the formulation development process as well. And once you come up with the some exploratory stability, so you have to go for the lab stability studies. It can be 1 month, 2 month, or 3 months, or sometimes it can be done with there's a 1 week, 2 week, and the 1 month. That those are the stress stability studies that gives you some idea how that formulation or product is going to behave, whether it is stable or not stable. And after once you come up with the stable formulation, you have to focus on the optimization of the process and the finalization of formula based on the dissolution profiles, the impurity profiles. And again, when you freeze on the formula, then analytical method validation is done in order to transfer those methods to the manufacturing side. And once your formula is ready, your analytical methods are validated, then you have to move on to the scale-up process, which is into the manufacturing area. So you have to design a process based on the equipments present in the manufacturing side. Yeah. Next. Yeah. So if you have to transfer that product to the manufacturing side, so what is required? It is the tech pack. So that constitutes the specifications product of the API as well as raw materials and the finished product in process specification, then the test procedures for the API finished product as well as in process, and the technology transfer protocols like validation protocols. It can be, yeah, it is a prospective validation protocol. Again, the analytical method transfer protocol to the manufacturing side. Then scale up process. Again, you have to design a protocol for the scale up. And again, the next one becomes the once you manufacture the and demonstrate that whatever lab scale process is developed, that works in the manufacturing side, and now this product is suitable for manufacturing into the commercial setup, so into the GMP environment. So sometimes some companies may perform the pilot B studies in the limited populations into the volunteers. Once you found that the product is bioequivalent, then it is taken for the validation batch manufacturing or submission batch manufacturing. Then you have to prove the pharmaceutical equivalence with that. Again, the multimedia dissolution assay, RAS, and the other studies like micro. So you have to test it completely on the finished product, and that product has to be loaded onto stability for the accelerated, that is 4075 for 1, 2, 3, and 6 months, up to 6 month time period. Then it can be intermediate like 3065, and for the long term or the shelf life condition, you have to test it for the 2560 degrees Celsius for 2 years, and intermittently that has to be tested. So this is how the technology transfer, and after that the process happens. And the meanwhile you have to go for the pivotal B study, so where we have to demonstrate that this product is manufactured in GMP environment, it is qualitatively similar, it is a pharmaceutically equivalent, and now once it is administered into the patient, it is going to behave in the same fashion the RLD or innovator or the comparator product behaves. So we have to demonstrate it into the pivotal B studies. However, there are some biowaivers also for some class 1 kind of molecules. But yes, the B study or bioequivalence needs to be demonstrated. Yeah. Then the part comes when you are done with your pivotal B study. You have successfully completed the pivotal B study. The stability up to 6 months is ready with the accelerated condition. Now you can compile a dossier. So that dossier can be compiled into the CTD format or ECTD format. So there are 5 modules for the dossier, and in one, the module 1, which comprises the administrative changes, then the quality overall summary into second section, and the third module is the quality, and the fourth one is clinical, and so on. So this dossier, once it is ready into the CTD format or ECTD format, you can upload those dossiers. And after the approval to any regulatory authority, it takes around maybe 1 year to 2 years, or it may be on fast track, or it can take a little longer based on the emergency approvals. If sometimes it can be approved immediately as well, but usually it takes around 2 years. And once that dossier is approved, then you can go for the commercial supply. So this is what the overview about the manufacturing process into the pharmaceutical or development process in the pharmaceutical R&D or the industry. I think I have given just the overview of the process, and I'm very much thankful to Yashwant Sinhaji for giving me this forum to express my views or little knowledge about the pharmaceutical R&D. And hopefully now this new year's it brings a lot of what I can say, the innovation into the Indian industry as well. And that should be the remarkable year in the history of the Indian pharmaceutical industry. Since now this industry is going to be global industry, if you look at, it's going to be $1 trillion industry, and we are the pharmacy of the world. And so I'm proud that I'm part of that the world pharmacy. So I'm very much thankful to the entire dignitaries and the speakers as well. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. A comprehensive but to the point deliberation you have given. It will be very much useful and helpful for all the Indian manufacturer who cannot afford to go ahead with the innovation and research and development. You have given a very good step-by-step process how generics can be manufactured at low cost, and which is very much affordable also, which is allowed in our company also. Once again, thank you very much for your deliberation. A brief take home from the session. You told about pharma R&D process, drug development stages, and there are 6 stages you have told about, explained actually. Product identification, the first of all, you told that researching and developing a new innovative molecule takes 7 to 8 years, also millions of dollars is involved. So only some of the multinational companies who are into research and development, they can afford that much of price and time. So most of the Indian companies, they focus on novel drug delivery system, NDDS, and also creating generic version, which you told biosimilar version, a bioequivalent version of the original research, which is cost effective also and also easy to manufacture. And for that, you have given a 6-step process. Product identification, first of all, which product you want to bring into market. Second, the literature overview. What are the literatures your scientists need to review before deciding on the molecule? Then pre-formulation studies. What are the different studies have been done? Then formulation development, technology transfer, and also dossier. Here are 6 steps. So for the product in identification is concerned, you talked about portfolio management and business development, which is very, very important. Every country will require different type of segment. In India, cardio-diabetes, metabolic, these drugs are of high demand. So accordingly, you can decide which portfolio you want to venture into. Then API quality, R&D, RLD quality, product information and RLD, product management is to be seen. In literature overview, you need to check about the guidelines, US FDA guideline, Europe EMA guideline, then UK MHRA, South Africa SAHPRA guideline, Brazil ANVISA, and Australia TGA Australia. These are the agencies which ensure the guidelines and literature. Then pre-formulation stage, you talked about API selection, which is very, very critical stage in developing a drug, which API you need to develop. Then IP evaluation, DMF open standard impurities, analytical method, and drug experience compatibility. Next comes about formulation development, which is again a very, very important and critical step. Strategy and product development plan, reverse engineering to bring that original molecule into biosimilar, as we process patent is there somewhere, product patent is not there. Our scientists can do reverse engineering, find out the original molecule so that they can formulate in a different process. And then comes technology transfer, specification of STP, standard protocols, which is very, very important. Finished products, in process, technology transfer, analytical method, and last but not least, dossier compilation, submission, approval, and commercial supply. Sir, thank you very much. Although it is a vast subject, it will be very much beneficial to those Indian manufacturer and marketer who are thinking of coming out with the innovative generic molecules which is needed in our country. Right, Dr. B.K. Jadhav is very much approachable. He is a consultant and he is helping organizations on research and development and bringing generics. He can be definitely reached through LinkedIn and Facebook, and it is really a wonderful session. Sir, we look forward to you again in future on recent advancement of pharmaceutical. We are very keen on that. Why? Because most of the pharma sales and marketing professionals will be able to discuss those advancement with the doctors when they go to doctor and meet and highlight their product. In along with highlighting products, if they discuss about recent advancement, it will be a good learning from the doctor and engagement plan. Healthcare professional engagement plan, they can build their repo. That is why we are very keen on that. What is happening in the technology transfer? What is happening in the medical, as India is known as pharmacy capital of the world. That is why we, all the pharmaceutical professionals, should know the advancement, how government is supporting manufacturing and R&D, how manufacturers are able to supply 70% of the world medicines are being supplied by India. It is a big moment. So we should know what are the expertise we have, why our products are in high demand all over the world. So once again, thank you very much, sir. Before we go to the question answer session, a question comes to you, sir, Dr. B.K. Jadhav, sir. Bioequivalent and generic, is there any difference between bioequivalent and generic, or both are same? Biosimilar, bioequivalence, generic, if you can throw some light.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Shinnaji. Now, if you look at the any generic product, which itself means generic of what it is, you have to compare that product with the either reference product. It can be called as a RLD into the USA. In Europe, it is called as sometimes the standard medicinal product or comparator product or innovator product. RMP, it is also called as far as bioequivalence is concerned. So whenever you have to file the product into the regulated market, you have to do a bioequivalence study. So that is a must, because along with the pharmaceutical equivalence, which is the in vitro study, we have to prove with the in vivo study that product is, when administered to the patient, it is going to give the same profile in the blood. So once you get the same profile in blood, that means it is going to exert the same therapeutic effect in the patients as well. So this is the must part in the any regulatory dossier submission. And nowadays, yes, it is coming in India as well. The most of the products will be filed with the bioequivalence, but I think that will take little time. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Sir, as the clinical trials like phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 trials are compulsory for the researcher to before taking the molecule to the market, if any Indian manufacturer want to make a generic version of any product, innovator product, which is already there in European country and US, whether he have to go through the phase 1, phase 2, or only sample clinical trial he have to submit for approval. Your thought on that?
Sir, normally clinical trials, phase 1, phase 2, those are done with the novel molecules or the
Original.
NC, chemical
Yes.
entity. Or it can be a new combination as well. And sometimes it is called as super generics, which is called as 505(b)(2) into the USA, where you have to perform additional study than the bioequivalence. Some additional study as are required. Whereas for the generic drug product manufacturers or ANDA, which is called as in USA, or in other market, it can be called as a dossier. So whenever you are going to submit the generic product, it does not require any clinical trial or phase 1, phase 2. It requires only bioequivalence study. That is sufficient. And sometimes if product is high solubility and high permeability, that is a BCS class 1, sometimes that even the bioequivalence study can be waived off.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for the information. It is very much required for many of the people. As India is posing towards the innovation, definitely this information will be of great help for the people. Once again, thank you very much for accepting our invite and being a part of LPC today, sir, being the New Year day. And now we go to the Arpan for the next question answer session. And before going to Arpan, Nitin Patel, sir, one very good question and also appreciation coming from Saravanan Muthuswamy. Thank you very much, Nitin Patil sir, for giving us Action 2023. The Action they liked very much, very easy to remember and very good for execution. Goal setting, as most of the people do goal setting in New Year. What is your suggestion for them? What type of goal they should set so that it is possible to achieve that? Your focus on your deliberation suggestion on goal setting. Sir, unmute, sir. Unmute, sir.
See, I will throw some light on goal setting.
Yes.
See, every human being on this planet should have goal of his life. The goal can be defined as professional goals, personal goals, health goals, finance goals. There are different types of goals we have to set for ourselves. See, the basic fundamental I always say, your personal growth is very, very important. Like, for you should be fit, exercise goals you must set for yourself. Because if you are fit, if you are energetic, if you are enthusiastic, everything will fall in place. Okay. So set personal goal, health goal. Okay. Do cycling, do brisk walk, do jogging, or do swimming, whatever you love, you do it. Okay. Then once you are fit, you are totally energetic, then the second most important, professional goal. Whatever we do in our life, means our family's requirements, everything depend upon how you do well in your professional life. So if you want to become best in your professional life, you have to continuously train yourself. I already said, to set professional goals, where you want to go, how you want to go, set plans for that. Okay. Then you have to spirituality, that goal also you should think. See, today's era is so much of competition, so much stress is there. So you should calm down your mind. You should reduce your stress by doing meditation. Meditation is the best thing which has happened on this planet. With meditation, all your thoughts will go down and you will feel relaxed, you will feel calm. And because of that, your creativity, your imagination, your learning will improve. And once you do that, you will be successful in all phases of your life. And then financial goal setting. It is the most important thing one should remember, whatever money you are earning, but if you are not utilizing your money properly, everything will go haywire. So do a goal setting of your finances, and you will be definitely successful in your life. So set goals, get set, go, and achieve your goals you have set for 2023. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Chris, you're always ready with your focused approach. Thank you very much for this shortcut method and very to the point. Today, most of the people, as you know, in India, all over the world, they set their goals, 2023 goals. Many of them achieve for 10, follow goal for 10 days, 1 month, 1.5 months, that's all. Then again goes. So this deliberation, this suggestion will make them stick to their goal and definitely be able to achieve the goals. Thank you very much once again, sir. Over to Arpan Kumar Paul. Arpan, I
Thank you.
request some
Thank you
people
so much.
who have joined live, they can put on their video and share their views also. Yes, Arpan, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Yashwant sir. Yes, Nitinji, I have one question for you. We just saw the conclusion of the Football World Cup, and Lionel Messi was an example of a person who probably made failures into success. Well, everybody said that every World Cup that Messi played, he is going to lift the World Cup, but that didn't happen. For whatever reason, it didn't happen. But finally, in 2022, he could achieve where he had set his eyes for. Often we find that people are not able to get out of their failure when they think of success because they are unable to release the baggage of failure that they are carrying in a big place, which is known as the mind. So what are the ways in which a person can actually get de-stressed? That means release the baggage of failure while entering into a new endeavor, entering into a new journey. So your tips on that.
See, very nice question, Arpan. And I will tell you, for this, you have to develop a unshakable thinking. Unshakable thinking, unshakable positive thinking. So I always say, if your thoughts are powerful, even if you are facing failures in your life, you will come out of that. And the best way to remain positive, as I always said, do meditation. That is the best form of remain positive in your life. Okay. See, no person on this planet has become successful without a failure. So if you get a failure in your life, say that it is an experience for me. So I have learned from my mistake. I have done some mistake, because of that I have got a failure. So यहाँ पे मुझे एक याद आता है, गौर गोपाल दास कहते हैं, भूल होना प्रकृति है, मान लेना संस्कृति है, सुधार लेना प्रगति है. तो लियोनेल मेसी को वो वर्ल्ड कप उठाने को नहीं मिला बिकॉज उन्होंने कुछ मिस्टेक्स की होगी, उन्होंने ये मिस्टेक से सीखा, उन्होंने अपने मिस्टेक को माना और उसमें सुधार किया, और सी द रिजल्ट, ही हैज लिफ्टेड द ट्रॉफी. सो एवरीवन, फेलियर हम लोग को क्यों हुआ, यू हैव टू फाइंड आउट दैट रीजन एंड वर्क ऑन दैट रीजन, एंड यू विल सी दैट you will be back on the success track. Okay, Asma? Thank you.
Absolutely, absolutely. Very well said. In fact, जो अच्छे वक्त में साथ निभाते हैं उन्हें कहते हैं रिश्ते, जो बुरे वक्त में साथ निभाए उन्हें कहते हैं फरिश्ते. So that's the main part of it. In fact, when you are successful, people will say, how are you? But when you are a failure, people might say, who are you? I mean, now this WHO and HOW, they have the exact 3 similar letters, but the way they are pronounced, it makes the difference. So one person famously said that always try to build a house from the stones people throw at you. जो पत्थर आप पे फेंकते हैं उन्हीं पत्थरों से आप अपना इमारत बनाइए. And I always feel that failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is a part of success, because every successful people has definitely encountered failure in the journey to be successful. A person in a circus who is doing the juggling with the different plates, if we go to the backstage, we will find many broken plates, many tears, lot of blood that has gone in to make this person such a successful juggler when he is performing on the stage. Yes, but we must definitely take the failure in our stride in our road to success. And that, I think, is the best message that we can give from the 2023 LPC episode 141 to all our audience, that don't think that failure is the opposite of success. Failure is a part of success. You need to walk on the road of failure in order to thrive on the road to success. Thank you so much, Nitin sir, for such a wonderful answer. Now I will come to BK sir. Well, BK sir, there has always been a notion कि if it is a branded medicine, it must be a very good product, it must be having very good bioavailability, and the action will be very fast. But if it is a generic product, बंदे को ये कभी श्योरिटी नहीं रहता कि this will be a very good product. So now, since you are an expert in this, I think this is the best platform where you can basically tell us the basic difference between a branded product and a generic product, sir.
Yeah, Arpanji, branded product or a generic product? Yes, definitely there is a difference between both. जहां तक ब्रांडेड प्रोडक्ट का सवाल है, तो ये प्रोडक्ट काफी सालों की मेहनत के बाद में, जैसे इनोवेटर कंपनीज है, जैसे फाइजर हुआ या और जॉनसन एंड जॉनसन हुआ, तो मिलियंस ऑफ डॉलर स्पेंड करने के बाद जो पूरा स्टडी करते हैं, उसमें फेज 1 आता है, उसका टॉक्सिसिटी स्टडी करते हैं, then they do the dose escalation study आता है, and then the entire safety, they have to establish the safety as well as efficacy. When it comes to the generic product, जहाँ तक generic product का सवाल है, तो generic product is as good as the branded product, as good as, I'll say. That is why we have to establish it's a bioequivalence. एक दो चीज है इसमें, एक तो आपको सेफ्टी एस्टेब्लिश करना पड़ता है, तो सेफ्टी एस्टेब्लिश करने के लिए आइदर आपको जाना पड़ेगा पेशेंट्स में, या फिर आपको करना पड़ेगा कि वॉलंटियर्स में, लेकिन क्या हर बार ह्यूमंस में सेफ्टी एस्टेब्लिश करना जरूरी है? नहीं। तो उसके लिए सरोगेट क्या चुना जाता है? दैट इज द इम्प्योरिटी प्रोफाइल्स. सो अगर आपका प्रोडक्ट स्टेबल है, इम्प्योरिटीज जनरेट नहीं करता है, that means that product is also going to be safe, similar to the innovator product. And दूसरा पार्ट आता है efficacy. तो efficacy आप कैसे establish करोगे? वो प्रोडक्ट लेने के बाद, जैसे रेफरेंस प्रोडक्ट या ब्रांडेड प्रोडक्ट है, ब्रांडेड प्रोडक्ट लेने के बाद आपका ब्लड में जो लेवल अचीव हो जाएगा, आपका एफिकेसी उसी से मिलेगा. अगर मान लीजिए ब्रांडेड प्रोडक्ट में जो ब्लड लेवल अचीव होता है, वही ब्लड लेवल्स ड्रग का अगर जेनेरिक प्रोडक्ट से एस्टेब्लिश या अचीव हो जाता है, दैट मीन्स आपका जेनेरिक प्रोडक्ट इज गोइंग टू एक्ट इन द सेम फैशन, और उसी के जैसा वो एक्ट करेगा, आपको इफेक्ट मिलेगा थेरापेटिक. सो दैट इज अ सरोगेट फॉर दैट इफिकेसी इज द बायोइक्विवेलेंस स्टडी. जहां तक आप सेफ्टी एस्टेब्लिश करते हो प्रोडक्ट का स्टेबिलिटी से, और इफिकेसी एस्टेब्लिश करते हो बायोइक्विवेलेंस से. सो देयर इज नो सबस्टैंडर्ड काइंड ऑफ थिंग in using the generic product. So generic products are very well equivalent to the branded product. Only thing is that the company who manufactures the branded products, they have done the lot of research, lot of money has been gone into the developing that product, and sometimes they have created the intellectual property like patents, so they have to charge that product premiumly. Whereas in case of generic product, you have shorter timeline, you have shorter expenditure, so you have to price your product on that basis. But yes, both products are equivalent, safe and effective.
Fantastic answer. Yes, that means the efficacy and the safety both are absolutely the same in case of a branded as well as a generic product. The only thing that you say that if you buy a generic product, better buy it from a good company, so that at least you are very sure that it is coming from a good house. So otherwise, there is no difference excepting the price between a branded product and a generic product. And the price is because of the lots of research and the money that has gone in for that bringing out that product. Right, sir? Thank you so much for such a wonderful explanation. Nitin, sir, if you can permit me once a last question to you. It is said that one bad apple can spoil the entire basket, or may spoil the entire basket. Now, what is your take? Is it right to take that bad apple out of the basket, or do you think that we can make the bad apple into a good apple? What is your take on this?
Yeah, interesting question, Arpan. See, there are two ways, you can tackle this problem. One way is obviously you should try to, as a positive influencer, I'm telling you, you have to make attempt to make that bad apple into a good apple. Huh? Go all out, by all means. Try to see that and get that apple in our basket again. Okay, remain that, keep that apple to be aligned with that other apple. Okay, and there is other way. I always say there is one chapter in my book called Surge Ahead, the power of positive attitude, and I have shared 5 formulas to remain positive in your life. And there is one formula in that called VIP. Okay, V means visualization, I means identify, and P means prayer. So I will explain I. Okay, identify. Okay, before taking anyone into your team, identify whether he qualifies your criteria. You should think that whether he is going to become a bad apple for us. Stop. Don't take him in the case. Okay. So Arpan, these are my 2 ways to tackle this problem.
Excellent. Yes. And that is why during interviews, we ask all questions, but probably we never try to ascertain whether the cultural connect is there with the person and the organization. We always go for qualification and experience. Probably 2 things we don't try to ascertain. One is the cultural connect, and second is the passion. And I feel that these are 2 things which go a long way in making the person really shine in the organization, and in that way the organization always does a lot better, because a passion is something which drives a person, and the cultural connect is something which actually glues the person to the organization. It is such a wonderful bonding that comes when we can actually make the person into the culture of the organization. So thank you for such wonderful words. Yes, definitely it is a better thing to try to make the bad apple into a good apple, because obviously that bad apple has got some qualities, some leadership qualities by which he is able to influence others. So if we can spread positivity to that bad apple and convert that bad apple into a good apple, then definitely the rub of positivity is going to go into the team. And in the bargain, we are going to get a good leader for the organization. Yes, that's a very good way of taking the bad apple into a good apple. Thank you for that. And now I'll go back to Yashwant sir, whether he has got any more questions or words of appreciation for our speakers. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, Arpan. Thank you very much. A good interaction on first day of the year. Thank you very much, both the speakers. A lot of appreciations coming. Question-wise, there is a request actually to Dr. V.K. Jadhav from Ramasamy Pillai, Unthal Mayam. He is from PKSL Pharma. He is requested, sir, can you conduct a separate session for New Drug and Cosmetic Act 2022? So definitely we can have a session. Dr. BK sir will definitely make us privileged in future. And he wants to have a session on New Drugs and Cosmetic Act. Sir, can you throw some light, BK sir? New Drugs and Cosmetic Act. What are the regulatory guidelines, right, sir? BK, sir?
Yeah, thank you, Yashwantji. I think we'll pair this definitely.
Yes, sir. Next session.
We will discuss it in separate
Exactly. Sure. So thank you very much, Ramaswamy. Definitely we will have it. Is very important, because all the people, all the manufacturers who are working, who are into cosmetics, derma cosmetic and nutraceuticals, they should know what are the new guidelines, do's and don'ts. It will be very useful for them also. Thank you very much, each one of you, for the session. It was thoroughly enjoyed, interactive, highly informative, and good mix of motivation, inspiration, and research and development. We tried a new experiment today, and we really enjoyed the session. And thank you all the viewers. Before handing over closing remarks, we can take Nitin sir. Please give your closing remarks to the people, our audience. How did you find this session today?
Yes, yes. First of all, I love LPC. I will tell you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. We love you also.
Yeah, it is the most excellent platform for all professional. It is there, and even for the young pharmacists or young generation who are watching this, they are getting the pulse of knowledge. It's so full of knowledge, and that is the beauty of LPC. And hats off to Yashwant Mishra sir, hats off to Arpan Kumar Paul, hats off to ICS Verma sir, hats off to Raman Marke sir, who have thought of creating this live pharma coalition platform. And I'm really enjoying it. And this is the 141th episode, and I'm
41.
forcing 500th episode, 1000th episode. Okay, it should keep on going, and for that I wish all the LPC team all the very best. And let's give newer insights to everyone and every people on this planet. Okay, so that they can groom themselves in the profession of pharmacy. And as a pharmacist, we are doing a great job for the community. And by spreading this knowledge, we can truly make a difference in people's lives. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. We look forward to you again in future. And as we mentioned today's episode, LPC 141 is today's episode. And after 8 episodes, LPC 150 is going to be a grand celebration in Hyderabad, 5th of March 2023. Today being the first day we announced. Yes, most welcome, sir. Both of you most welcome. It is Sunday, 5th of March 2023. So all the viewers, all the speakers are invited to be a part of LPC 150 episode, a grand celebration. And with that, I go to Dr. B.K. Jadhav, sir, for closing remarks. Jadhav, sir.
Yeah, what a wonderful session, Yashwanji, it was, and the moderation by the Arpan as well. And Nitinji, he was having world-class influencer, as I heard him for the first time. And I regret why I haven't attended his sessions earlier. So that, yeah, it's a really feast to for the, yeah. And what I feel, so now the beginning of the year with the such good interactive and knowledge sharing session and has been done with the by the LPC. You can share money, it can be returned, right? But if you share knowledge, it's non-returnable and it grows in exponentially, and it's just like an infection. So it spreads across and it exerts a positive impact. So if you give bread and butter to someone, he will live for one day or so. But if you share something, how to earn that bread and butter, it is going to be helpful to the person throughout his entire life. And H1G and the LPC, Arpanji, whatever you are doing by sharing this knowledge, and that too particularly in the field of pharmacy, I think you are doing the same thing. It's a great job, and I'm proud to be part of this new year first program, and would like to be again associated in future with the LPC and contribute to the this pharma profession by whatever means, possible means. Yeah, and thank you very much for inviting us. Have a great day. And
Dr. Bhimrao Jadhav sir, it was really wonderful to share screen with you. And see, I'm from sales and marketing, and it was really a new thing I have learned from you. And you have said it very nicely to everyone, and I have got some insights and learned something new from you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir.
thank you, sir.
And good thing is that there's a cross infection happening in LPC. Dr. B.K. Jadhav becoming motivational speaker. By listening to your thing, that is the power, that is good. We are happy to have you as a motivational speaker also. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, all the viewers, iPhone, someone is live. I request you to put on your video, and if you want to share your opinion, please share. Some of the 22 people are live on Zoom. And then, okay, over to Arpan for the closing remarks.
Yeah, thank you so much, Yashwant sir. In fact, the first session of 2023 saw a cross-functional training from the two speakers. Yes, there was an inclination from BK sir to be very inspirational, to be very motivational. And Nitinji was always trying to go into research and development. So it's good that we have set the ball rolling on the first day of the new year to be cross-functional trainers. So we can have a peep into the other person's segment to find how good it is. That was on the lighter side, but anyway, it was a fantastic session. And thank you so much to our audience for being engrossed and sending in your questions. And of course, your request for other sessions for this year. We will definitely keep in adherence to your request. First of all, let me thank Imagica Health for being such a wonderful support partner for LPC from the last year. We look forward to your support this year as well. And it was really a wonderful journey being with you as far as LPC is concerned. Thank you so much, Nitin sir, for such a wonderful, inspirational, motivational talk on the first day of the year. And thank you, BK sir, for being so spirited as far as research and development in the pharmaceutical industry is concerned, and sharing your wonderful insights as far as research and development is. So we look forward to some more sessions, as requests have always started pouring in for some more sessions from your end. And let 2023 be the year when we can actually have more sessions on research and development in the pharmaceutical industry. Well, as I always say that we are still not over with COVID. So let us maintain the COVID appropriate behaviors of SMS, that is sanitization, mask and social distancing, along with the compulsory vaccination. Let us keep our environment clean and green, because this is the best gift that we can give to our next generation. Now, on the first day of the year, I think there are some things that we need to control. Or Hindi mein kahawat hai, there are 5 elements that we need to control, that is Kam, Krodh, Mad, Mohan, Lobh. So one of them is Krodh, that is anger. And today's session, I would like to narrate a small story on anger. Well, there was a young boy who always used to lose his temper. And his parents were really very worried, because losing the temper means losing the game. So one day, this boy's father told him that every time you